I really should add the names.
Yeah, how else are you gonna know who's who?
JoePesky versus Omega Ventus. Alright, JoePesky's gonna start on Wagon.
Very curious to see. Joe Pesky here has been with the community for a while and has really like improved from like the last tournament in terms of stat collection and whatnot. And of course, you have his gourding forte.
Yeah,
So
some might know JoePesky as the Gourd Father.
so true. Definitely trust. I'm gonna believe it. Got to flick up the camera for the formula side. Respect.
Oh, JoePesky's gonna go for a little.
Ooh, not coming out of star pole, but they both with crazy.
I think JoePesky's actually just trying to stop Omega from getting the star pull. Gotta say though, JoePesky definitely being a little over aggressive. Missed out on a lot of time to collect items. Omega's actually in a pretty bad spot right now, because Electric Lounge is a very like sparse point for items. It's like the more time you spend there, the more time you spend there, it's not a great idea.
Yeah, it's not something where like if you see a top speed off in the distance, whenever you're laser focused on it, then it's good. But otherwise than that, you know, you're better off just staying to the front of the city. I forgot who taught me that, but basically, if in the pink zone and on, you don't really need to be there for the most part. It's everywhere on.
So we got a Wagon v Wagon. JoePesky's gonna go for a Gourd.
No, ballin', Obi.
And it's just...
Wow, I'm surprised that Gordo didn't hit. Another one.
It's just a little too far behind. Ooh, the Gourd Father is back on. Omega's gonna escape into the forest. No, Omega is running away. Omega, there was a lot of blue boxes missed there, but even like both players. That's just a lot of missed out items and chances to just get ahead.
That's definitely something to keep in mind. It's just in general, like the stat locations and all of the blue boxes. You know, I think it was DRC or no, it was support who taught me. You know, just looking forward. You know, you don't want to once you already have you getting the stat in front of you, already look ahead of you because at that point, that's it. You need to keep a path and item routing. But it seems like they have the custom machines on the Wombo. Got him.
Okay, JoePesky getting some strong melee hits. Definitely wants that kill. Hey, JoePesky is backing down from combat a little bit to grab these items. JoePesky seems to be avoiding turn. I guess they just feel they have enough turn. Sometimes it really just feel like you have enough turn and like anymore you just like
it's just for
really
the vibes.
struggle.
That's it.
JoePesky's just got a ton of top speed. There was 2 in the last box they opened, now they just got 2 more.
Got him.
Omega Ventus is going for a losing chase right now. Not only is JoePesky just like faster, but definitely has a lead overall in stats.
So true.
And just whenever you see someone just trailing a player, is just outspeeding you, that's just oof. It's always just rough. Doesn't look like JoePesky is very high on offense.
Oh yeah.
Despite some like powerful feeling hits, not doing much damage.
Another whack.
JoePesky is going full on aggression. They know they're ahead on stats, and they just kind of want to guarantee an outcome. Actually, he's gonna switch to Rocket. She'll prove a great advantage.
Alright,
this is a drag race.
Yeah. I guess it feels like he has enough like charge.
I wonder if JoePesky realized I have not killed my opponent yet, so it's probably just like a very low amount of offensive stats. I'm gonna lock in for a race. Now, however, I feel like this could go out of JoePesky's favor if JoePesky doesn't play the rocket well. Because if you do mess up in a rocket drag race, it can go very poorly. JoePesky doesn't seem... Sorry.
No, I was just saying, I was just agreeing, you know, if he plays his cards right, but it's clear, while the aggression is good, and I love to see it, he really needs to be making sure that he's also collecting the proper stats as well to be continuing on forward. For example, he's missing a couple of charges, patches here and there, because when you're on a rocket, the more charge you have, obviously the better. Because all you're doing when you're homing on to one person is you're giving Omega the advantage, which is good on him. Oh wow, look at this box.
Yeah, if JoePesky just keeps on collecting like they are, they're gonna be way ahead for a race. Especially on that rocket. Getting those charge pickups that has really helped the rocket. JoePesky is very keen on getting a Gordo kill, but never really got an opportunity.
This is pretty solid. But
this does end up being a single race. Single race takes a lot more knowledge of the map to perform well with rocket.
I think he does have enough charge that once he gets an advantage, he should be chilling.
This is looking really close, though. Wait a minute.
No, wait a minute.
That was a lot of combos. JoePesky, you know, JoePesky is
boost, right?
fine staying in a position like this because rocket will just boost really fast and just easily take the lead. And yeah,
how crazy would that have been? Then he would have got the kill.
Yo, just the... And yeah, whenever you're really even in a single race, sometimes you just don't want to risk it by like having some kind of like slipstream near the end, and you just kind of go for attacking. But yeah, JoePesky making a right play, staying near the wagon, but then just boosting ahead at the end to get first.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe that, according with tournament rules, you know, it's not like a desync or a crash because of like natural things, but due to it being a single race and, you know, it just crashes by itself. That is the special exception that you can crash the game and you get the point because you killed your opponent.
Yes, I believe it's specifically stated that whoever killed the other person in the single race gets the win. We have a lot of people in chat excited about the close finish. And yeah, that was pretty close, but it really was in JoePesky's hands. They had full-on control to boost whenever they wanted.
Oh, yeah. Definitely would like to see a little bit more practice with the machines in terms of just like handling and knowing when to properly charge. Because that would have really, like, he would have been soaring way ahead. But without a doubt, awesome on JoePesky's part. I mean, clearly, you know, he's been improving.
Wait, do I not have any game audio? Oh, crap. I haven't had game audio on this whole time.
He's just been hearing us yap. It's
no.
okay. I can make the noises.
Wait, it should be.
Just quit spinning.
It should be on. Wait, what?
Oh, he placed a time bomb. He got a charge tank. But really, JoePesky off rip on the wagon, already getting some decent patches. But we got Omega Ventus coming in with the Gordos. Who seems like we got a Gyro Star, we got a Flick Star. Natural Relief. The middle child of a divorced family.
Okay, we got a custom machine in play.
You know, it's very exciting to see these machines in play. You know, these have been played with other members before, and I would say, you know, they're pretty well balanced, to the best of their ability. You know, and obviously, come time, they'll need to be adjusted. It could be reassessed, but sometimes, you know, they do have their weaknesses, and if you lose, I don't have to get good. I ain't lie. But this is gonna be pretty interesting right now. Pesky needs to be very careful with his quick spins here, with his timing.
Yes. If I know anything about Gyrostar, the vehicle Mega is on, it is a very malleable machine. It will...
Checking over here at the comment section. Seems like there's some discussion. You guys should have used the Kirby Air Ride online for the stream. I know, I just thought about that this morning. You came, I don't know how long you've been watching the stream in theory, but I was at work, and I forgot we had the tournament today. So I was like, shit, we should have totally did this, but now we know definitely for next time we could do it, or like we could collaborate with others. I totally missed that take a chamber defense. Okay.
Yeah, for sure, using that, because that main channel is kind of like that center point of like everything Kirby Air Ride that we want.
So true.
It's just kind of like, it's kind of hard to change a lot of things last minute. I'm noticing an acceleration issue going on with the gyro right now. Ventus slow on boost.
Definitely not too sure if Mega has been collecting enough of those patches.
Yeah, so far it's just kind of been a lot of stack collection. Not much interaction as of late, but it looks like JoePesky wants to change that.
Yeah.
I just noticed them with the gourd, and I knew they were just heat sinking onto Mega's location. Oh, that Gordo combo into the panic spin, that was an interesting sight.
Oh yeah. Really very dense. Really gonna be pretty. Oh my god! Oh, that gliding stadium? Question mark.
What? We are so back with gliding. Oh nah, gliding stadiums have been banned for a while now. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna. Ooh, okay, Joe.
That was an interesting choice.
That was a Gordo hitbox moment, I like to call that. Oh no! What? Okay, so much just happened there. What?
So it seems like what happened was that Lance came in, did a little bit of damage to Pesky, but stun locked him, and then he got comboed by his own Gordos.
Ouch.
And the wagon's flying!
And JoePesky kind of just got screwed over there. Oof.
Yeah, those Gordos and dancing around, that was... Yeesh!
I wanted to talk about how the Gordo's hitbox is a little, like, just dumb there, but... And just, like, more and more stuff just happened. It always sucks dying during Gordo.
Gotta be careful, you don't want to get rammed by Landslide.
Omega really needs to realize that they need to charge and boost more. With the low boost they have, their charge is kind of their only source of acceleration. Also, flying looked really strong too. Now we have a drag race.
Trust?
Now, I believe this is drag race 4, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I could be wrong. We have some more comments here. Why are gliding stadiums banned from tournaments anyways? Multitude of reasons. Predominantly, it kind of affects with the gameplay, and due to their frequency of their weight, they appear a lot more frequently, and you know, the weight patches become kind of detrimental also. But on top of that, yeah, And then we got other things. They agreed to having the custom machines on. Yeah, it's optional. People it's no different than if people have the other stadiums on. They can have them on or agree to whatever. So it is an optional thing.
I think Omega has this drag race. Also, that is drag race too.
That's true.
So we're gonna see a acceleration advantage on JoePesky, but we're just finishing it off with a wheel.
The wheel is rough.
Alrighty, we're seeing a round 3.
Got him.
Again, just an unfortunate situation when Omega hopped on the Lance and JoePesky just taking a strong hit and then being locked into hitting their own Gordo.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I think this has become a 1-1. I think we have a pretty spicy game 3 coming up.
Seems like we are waiting here.
So we're waiting on JoePesky.
We're kind of waiting right now. I'm not too sure what has happened.
Yeah, seems Pesky is just kind of taking their time.
Oh yeah, I remember. He does need some time to kind of just like recuperate with his nerves and everything, which is totally fair. You know, this is game 3. Things are pretty intense. You know, pretty intense.
Yeah. Losers bracket is on the line.
Faith. I think potentially Pesky got it. Trust. He has been practicing, and is obviously that he's been pretty neck and neck. That Goro combo, because he threw both of them from before, was unfortunate, but you know, you gotta be careful with these Goro combinations. Seems like there's some commentary about the machines. Yeah, it's been there since in the tournament rule set since the beginning. They are, in fact, optional. And both players got to talk about it before playing.
Alrighty, game 3, and Omega spawns right next to a Shadow, but doesn't go for it.
Interesting.
Wants the scooter instead. Fair play. I'd definitely say Scooter is a stronger early game than Shadow. This is going to give JoePesky the Star Pull and Shadow there. Oh, but Omega just yoinks that top speed.
Got him. Yeah, the early Shadow is kind of correct. Oop, there goes Slick.
Yeah, the Scooter has a speed advantage for early game, but Shadow has like the ability to fly, and maybe you see a stray patch on top of a building, like an extra top speed. The extra mobility really comes into play. Oh, Mega Aventus wasting a lot of time in this center area, a very dead zone for patches. It looks like they were on their way to Electric Lounge, but they kind of just backed down.
Well, you know, not everybody really knows their routing, so that's definitely something to keep in mind, you know, for future, you know, hopefully Omega checks out this VOD, is, you know, predominantly staying closer up the front of the city, and then also, you know, just being mindful.
Yeah, for sure. If you pay attention to JoePesky, while Omega Ventus is like in the center, getting absolutely nothing, JoePesky is just collecting stat after stat.
Mm-hmm.
And the more stats you get early on, the better, because as you get more stats, that snowball just tends to really just grow and grow.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh.
Looks like we just have some stat collection right now. JoePesky has full control over mid, though.
I mean, it's just one of those things, you know, when you're, you know, this is why we have these tournaments, for new players to come in and check out the space and the scene and be able to learn. But, as we see here, you gotta learn, one way or another, and JoePesky is just completely seizing up that area from before.
Yeah, I mean, in case you don't know, the center of the city is the highest amount of patches that can spawn, like, both in, like, blue boxes and just patches on the ground.
And I just saw it from Omega, another thing to keep in mind.
Oh, wow, that was just...
Wow! Top...
Top speeds lined up.
I was spot.
Right into a little slap from JoePesky. JoePesky being on Shadow, having a lot more... well, not only just being on Shadow, but... Oh, that's
oh my god!
Speed.
Yo, this stat spread? Wait a minute!
So...
What is going on?
Both players have a lot of speed, but JoePesky doesn't... What is going on?
Yo, what is these boxes?
Wait,
this is gross.
It was like 2 boxes of 3 top speed and a charge, like very close. Yeah, pillar. This is gonna force the players to get close. JoePesky's gonna go for an attack. Ooh, okay.
I would too.
Oh yeah, nice quick spin from JoePesky.
Yeah, damn.
Shadow pretty much is a guaranteed one shot if you get a nice quick spin. This is gonna bring JoePesky super far ahead.
Oh, 100%. And given to what's available right now, you know, I mean, Gyro is nice and it helps you to be able to kind of navigate around the space a bit more. Shadow is gonna just tweak it, especially with how low HP it is. Like, this is it right here.
Oh, and just the Gordo combo. JoePesky is just making sure they win.
At this point, that's it. Oh, jeez. I close my eyes.
And really, JoePesky's victory can really be linked to their more effective routing.
I've been saying it. Really?
Alright, it's gonna switch to Rocket. Probably thinks it's a drag race.
Which I don't blame him, but due to the health, yo, I personally would have stayed on Shadow. But that's just me. Because one time bomb or one swipe, you're fried.
It's one little
he
sneeze.
really needs to find a max. I would even pick up the plasma. Don't give him the plasma. Oh,
I mean, I really like hitting on a low health machine is definitely. I feel a lot of times people are just like find it a little like controversial to grab one, but really like.
Oh wait, never mind. Omega's gonna win.
When it's like, oh shoot, wait, we got the.
No, but I can see where you're coming from. How it's it's controversial.
And it's just, but I mean, when it's a better vehicle, it's a better vehicle, and that'll just really help you.
All right, JoePesky, we get it. Stop aura farming. God damn. We see the fit. Chill out.
Has all the high ground. Actually, gonna see a single race.
Nah, he got it. 100% hands down. I mean, it's unfortunate. Omega definitely played valiant effort.
Especially grabbing that formula was the best play they could have ever done.
Absolutely. But you know what? It's, you gotta learn. But now you know. predominantly staying in that Central City area, that's going to be where you're going to be making your money in terms of like patches and everything.
Yeah, Omega definitely had the spirit of fighting, but when it came to patch collection, they definitely just didn't know the right spots to be, and because they were in like the lower stat areas, well, JoePesky was in the higher stat areas, they weren't able to what am I looking for? They weren't able to contest JoePesky.
Right.
So it's instead of like dividing the stats in half, JoePesky just got all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, very good set. I saw some great plays from JoePesky. Omega definitely able to take advantage of a situation when they could to get their first win, but JoePesky ends up taking round 3.
What a go! I mean, awesome plays from both people, really. But geez, JoePesky really came in and just like he learned. He's learned the ways.
Yeah, and